All right. We are live on F5. All right, now I can twist me up some blueberry prom night.
I just twisted up a brand new one. Not too many people's grown it. This is some small right here.
Unzip that so I get more light, please.
I don't have a lot of. The heat got to me, so I started having issues with the swell and stuff. So I just, because they're heavy indica, and the heat hit me so quick here, I wasn't prepped for it to hit me that quick. Kind of stunted my.
He's in backstage. Let me add him up.
Kind of stunted my.
What's up, brothers?
What's up, my brother?
Oh, I just sent Pat the link, so he should be getting in Discord here shortly.
Hell yeah.
I knew this was happening, so I was waiting for confirmation from Gorilla. Thank you.
Yes. It's Rapture OG. I'm going to go first of all. Cool OG. This shit hits hard. It's like the Rocky Lights.
Somebody back. Loud.
It's probably my headset, and I don't have another headset.
I don't know. Is that better?
Maybe we're all right. Yeah, we're going one at a time here around us out. All right. Ready to fire it off, guys. So what? Oh, hold on. We got. Let's pull him on.
What's up,
Oh my God! I can talk in chat rooms.
What's happening, brother?
What's going on?
Let me see. Oh no, that fixed it.
Oh man. Nope. I can barely hear you guys. Echoing.
Yeah, I don't know who is echoing.
Hey, Gorilla, put me in the backstage.
All right. Give me 1 second. All right.
How's that?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it's his. There we go.
Yeah, it's his earphone. It's his earphones. It happened to us when we were on Rob's.
All right. Everybody live, everybody that watches afterwards, I have been waiting for this interview with this man for a week. Mr. Patrick Masters. I have been like a little kid excited to hear your story, good sir. I have been so just thank you. Thank you for having the courage for speaking about it. Thank you for coming on. Patrick, all love, brother.
I tried to come out and tell people this before, and you know where it got me? It got me put in the crazy bin. People thought I was fucking crazy.
Yeah, and then I've heard this. I've heard that. And especially after I talked to one in Arizona, and she was visited by a government group told to keep her mouth shut. And then the crazy binge started.
Yeah.
All right, let me add him back. See if we got him there. There we go. Oh, getting the Uno fingerito.
Uno, dos, tres, cuatro,
Right.
cinco, seis.
So far, so good. Although he ain't said nothing yet. So.
He ain't said nothing.
Back to what I was. Where did my fingers go? Oh, here we go. Yeah, you get that worked up. Oh, first and foremost, nice to formally meet you there, Pat.
Yes, it's nice to meet you too, Grilla Growman. I've heard so much about you, and I've seen a lot of your stuff and everything. But it's an honor to be on here with you guys.
Thank you, thank you. Honor to have you. Got what's going on there, computer tech man? You fixing it?
Yeah.
Okay. Well. Just him. Oh, so that's right. Okay, you're Canadian, right? You're from Canada.
Yep.
That's right. Yeah. What parts? What parts, if you don't mind me asking?
I'm from Ontario.
Oh, okay. How's the weather up there right now?
What was that?
I said, how's your weather up there right now?
Today it was a little rainy, but tomorrow the weekend's supposed to be really nice and warm up here.
It was a
tonight. Here, tonight.
Okay, there we go. Thumbs up. What's that in?
We're batting 100.
And now.
Can you hear me now?
Yep.
Can you hear me now?
It's the headset and a severe thunderstorm outside.
Sir.
Oh, sorry to hear that, dude.
And my headset's cracking everybody else's streams apparently. I never have that issue with the headset on my screen. So if you end up being able to hear me, just tell me to talk a little louder because this microphone is way up in this headset. Bomber just went over.
All right. So like we were saying a little bit ago, we got Patrick on here. He's come on to tell us a bit about an encounter he's had, or correct me if I'm wrong, was it abduction or something of that sort?
The first one was an abduction. The second one was I was visiting.
Okay. Well, yeah, like I said, and Duck was saying, this is a no judgment zone over here, so we're happy to have
brother.
you listen to the story. I'm all ears now. If it had been a couple of years ago, I might have said, no, I ain't listening to that shit. I'm not gonna even entertain it. But man, so much stuff going on right now, and all the things happening. I'm all ears, man.
Like anything with aliens, like conspiracy theories, like I'm all ears. But like when it came to aliens and like people keep saying it and I keep joking around about it, like I joke around about it because I honestly, like, I was enlightened when I was in, like, it's nothing like everybody thinks it is. No, they don't try to harm you. They want to learn. They want to help us learn and to help preserve this world.
Yeah.
Not what we're doing to it.
Yeah. That's what I'm gathering out of it too. At first I was thinking, when I was younger, I thought maybe they were up to no good or whatever. But now after growing up, I think about things and realize they could be coming for, to keep us from fucking up and doing something bad. That's possibly why they're coming, but I don't know.
Like I said to Duck, like I have this unexplained scar on my leg. Like they might have but nothing harmful. And then I have one on my hand right there. It's like you can barely see it, but I could still see it. I don't know if you guys can really see it,
Yeah.
but it was just, but like, and everybody thinks they're these like small, like big headed. No, no, they're like us, but just gray smoke. But they have faces and everything, but they're just gray smoke
Huh.
that could
So-
speak and communicate with you.
So what the ones that visited you, like, have you seen any other kind of pictures that look like them, or like have you seen anybody else that matches your experience in any kind of way, or?
No.
Okay. Interesting.
Like, and two, it was like when like this, like I baked like that. I shook their hands. I hugged them.
Damn, so they were that nice and hugging. I gotta ask, could you tell like difference between male and female? Is it easier to like by appearance, or would you not be able to tell?
Yes, you actually could, because the females were more of a lighter gray, and the males were like a strong dark gray.
Did they have any kind of like any like feminine qualities or any attributes like that? Or I'm trying to gauge on. I'm trying to visualize what it looks like.
Exactly.
And I'm not going full mode. I mean, of course, did it have like breasts, or like for you to be able to visually see that it's a male or female?
Yeah,
If
yeah,
you,
yeah. The females did have bumps that
okay.
tell you could tell they were female.
Okay.
Like,
Nice.
and just
Nice.
and like I said, they talk clearly like us. And like
Go ahead.
when as if they don't understand, they make faces as like they don't understand, and like they register, they listen, and they're not violent at all. They just want to be accepted like everybody else.
Gotcha. So they communicate through your like telekinesis, or isn't that what it's called, like through your mind? Is that how
Telepathy.
they speak?
Yes.
Yes on both, or yes just
Telekinesis and like verbally and like sign language.
gotcha.
Like the stuff that actually they were and they could do, it really shocked me, because like from what I thought an alien would be from a child to what I was witnessing was totally two different things. Because I was like everybody too. I thought like aliens were like little monsters trying to kill us. But then in that moment, like, no, I'm seeing a whole different game and a whole different thing.
Okay. All right. Well, with that being said, I guess we could go ahead and kick it off. And like, how long ago was your first encounter? And like, if you want to just go into your experience, like your very first experience, and we can start from there if you want to like.
My first experience was when I was just about to turn, like, just late 19. It was 19, and I was actually out of town, because at that time I was a mover, and we were on the other side of Bracebridge, Ontario, and like I sat outside, I had a smoke and a joint, and then next thing I know, I'm just walking to this field. And then next thing I know, I'm I'm sitting in this chair, and these gray figures are standing over there and poking me to see if I'm okay, as if like they thought I was injured or something. And then I'm just like I don't know what to say or do. Like I don't know if to like try to move or anything. Like I didn't know if they were violent or anything. But then I knew they were nice because a female alien reached out their hand to to say hi. And so like I did it, and then the group that was there all went all around way around. And like I'm trying to figure out like should I try to say like in my head I'm like should I try to say something, and then that's when they led me over to like you ever see what an egg chair looks like?
A what?
An egg chair.
Oh
Yeah.
Okay, so it was like that, but it wasn't enclosed. It was cut off at the top.
Okay.
And most comfortable thing too, and it like it felt like marshmallow. Sitting on this chair, it felt like marshmallow. It was just so comfortable, and like you could just sink right into it and fall asleep. But I didn't want to do that because like I'm like okay, what's going on here? I don't want to fall asleep or anything. But and then I said hi, and I just said my name, Pat, and then when they all said hi, I'm like okay, like I said, you could have just spoke, and that's like I'm like oh, but then after that, and like they just with the and they tried to explain why with the hand, but I was just like dumbfounded. It didn't register, but
Yeah.
it like I know what you're probably thinking, but it's weird. Like they they they, they talked about weaponry, freaking like world events and everything. They were like they just wanted to learn like the rest of us.
Now, do you feel like did they give you any idea why they might have picked you, or is there a reason behind? Like, I'm just trying to picture why maybe they would come to you, or if there's something in your town, or like that's like a resource that they could be after, or protected, should I say?
Well, and see, and like so when you when mentioning that, like after that, like initially, like when I came back to like what I remember, and I started doing like a lot of research into like minerals and stuff to see like what was around that could possibly and Utonium. Utonium
Tony.
is for them. Utonium is something to like they 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 can build with and like mass. I guess it's a material they can multiply very easily with. If you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And but like and like they were like asking about like the kinds of food and everything down here. They were asking like what kind of food do people eat, like they and honestly like I said we eat like cows and chickens and stuff, and like they made weird like like huh like they
Yeah.
what kind of like motions and stuff with their hands. And that's what I'm like thinking they were like trying to explain, because like and the other thing too is like they're very touchy. They're very touchy.
Yeah.
As if to see like the shape, I guess the feel of your body and the skin and stuff like that. But they were very touchy.
What was their like how did they feel? Like did they feel like a warm bodied person, or like a warm entity, or was it cold, or like how would you describe that?
So with the males of the aliens, there's strong warm energy, and with the women or the female types, there's like a coldness. Like
Oh,
when I say cold, I don't mean it as if like a bad kind of cold, as it like they're cold as in a way like they're cold to the idea of somebody not like them being around. You know what I'm saying?
right.
Okay.
Like the coldness of alienating somebody.
I get
Like
that.
that. I'll use that more like the like it was really weird because like from some of the things like I after like getting older after that, before I initially this meeting, like I was thinking like what happens if like aliens are like just like peaceful people and don't want to hurt anybody, and then like in this experience it's just like really like it's really weird. And just to sit here and talk about it, like because a lot of people say like you go crazy and stuff after meeting, like I don't think I went crazy, but
How
like
the people around you? How did they take? Did it take a while before you said something to someone, or did it?
it took me 2 years to first tell the first person about it, and it was somebody that has had an experience with me of seeing UFOs and stuff many a time. And like he looked at me and said, like, dude, like I don't know if you're like serious or not. I'm like, I'm being dead serious. He goes like, dude, like it's hard, like because I used to have a very bad addiction with opiates and everything, and a lot of people like try to tell me this. They're like, dude, you used to do a lot of pills and stuff. So like, you're probably just making this up and stuff. And then I show them that like the two stars, and they're like, how do you explain this? And they're like, we can't. I said, oh well, thank you. Neither can I. And this is what happened when I met them.
It's good.
And from my they're like, and then they're like, okay, but like, yeah, it took me 2 years, and of course the person was a family member. It was my cousin, and like I unfortunately I don't talk to him anymore. But yeah, we've had like weird, like we've seen many different UFOs and everything, and every time the thing was every time we try to take a picture of these, you could not get a steady picture. Like you could have your camera as clear as can be, but every time you go back, nothing but fuzz. You can't make it out.
So how old was you when this happened?
When my first abduction, I was like, well, like just about 20. It was like a month and a half before my 20th birthday.
Okay. So that's how many years ago? I'm sorry, my brain just went. How many years ago did you say it was?
Wait. I'm 40. It's Probably over 20 some odd years.
Okay. So like about late 90s or so. Okay. I'm just trying to picture like where our timeline was around, like how people perceived the UFOs or aliens at that time. That was like around, isn't that the Men in Black time, like when that movie come out, or is that like around? I'm just trying to see where people.
So actually, it was just after the first one came out.
Okay.
And then
I'm just trying to figure out like how like people's their stories and stuff correlates with different movies that have came out and at different times. There seems to be more encounters or stuff like that when there's a new alien movie per se. Like I don't know if the government has been prepping us for so long, by giving it these little hints and little stuff that they're throwing out there, in movies or whatnot. But I don't know, that's wild.
They should just come out and tell the truth.
Yes.
And I'm saying that for the Canadian government too. Like the Americans and the Canadians need to come out and tell the truth.
I agree. Now, how does the Canadian government look at it? Like, are they admitting to anything, or have they really even said anything like that? Like our government has.
So
led to
I just want to put it this way. So like technically, low key, I'm off grid. So like the government can't find me because I don't want them come poking me and treat me like something like crazy happened to me. Because I know several other people that have been talked to by the government, and within like 6-7 years after that, they come totally ill and end up with dementia somehow.
It's crazy. Oh, shit, I gotta find me a lighter.
Like, and this is so that cousin I don't talk to no more.
Yeah.
He's a couple years younger than me, and I just found out that he's been diagnosed with dementia.
Oh, damn.
I should say early stages dementia.
No way.
Yeah, and he had an abduction too. And
cool. Yeah.
I tried to ask him about his, and he will not talk about it for some reason. I'm like, okay. Because like I would have like told him more about mine, but like I just, again, I thought he would probably think I was crazy and probably lie on a lot of pills.
Right. Well, I guess now is a better time than any for everybody to come out and start telling their experiences, especially with, like it's not frowned upon anymore. Like more people are willing to share their experience.
It's not like, so like here's so like every other month up here in Woodstock at the local library up here, there's what they call the Alien Committee of Forever Research, and it's people that have seen UFOs. A couple of them have actually been abducted and stuff, and they get together and talk about like some of the new sightings and everything they've seen. And and like I just recently found out within the last 10 years, Woodstock had an abnormally large amount increase of alien or UFO experiences within the last like I said, 10 years.
That's true. And you did mention something earlier about peaceful stuff. When we seen the light and it took out the truck, no radio, no nothing. We knew it was over as soon as the radio kicked back on, started the truck. Went home, we talked about it. My dad told me about one mission. That's the only time my dad talked about the military experience. And he goes, we've seen Foo Fighters flying over the English Channel into Germany in formation, and these suckers were weaving in and out of tightly formationed B-17 bombers. And he goes, we were going for a big, unrestricted bombing run, which means everything was loaded to the hilt. They didn't care who they hit.
Yeah. So I mean, from what I've heard that the blimps that our army was doing, I heard that those, the reason that they made those is so they could stay stationary in the sky and to be able to defend from that. But that's what I've just kind of read here and there, and I don't know that any truth behind that. I mean, it sounds good.
I get that. And it's like the guys that were doing the Enola Gay, before they hit Hiroshima, they seen things that they didn't talk about for years, Patrick. Yeah. And look at all these new pilots coming out and going, whoa. I'm sitting here and we're like less than 100 feet at the deck, and this thing's coming up skimming across the top of the water like it's nothing.
And too, like, the one thing too, like, the one thing that really sticks out in my mind, and with the, like, when I got abducted, and it's just always, like, the music in the background was always upbeat and happy. Nothing sad, nothing, like, it was just always upbeat and happy.
Now, what did their music sound like? Was it words or just like instrument type deal? Could you hear anything like that?
Just instrument.
That's interesting.
Like, so a lot of it was, it's an instrument from Australia, and it was, yes, it had a lot of didgeridoo and just like very happy sound, like instruments, just like perfectly spaced out, just like not to drive you crazy, just to relax you and keep you happy.
Fuck, now you got me picturing a fucking alien with an Australian accent now. I'm sorry, I just went way off on that one.
Yeah. Brother, I pictured an Aborigine.
I just pictured an Aborigine with a pipe.
Yeah, sorry.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, but look, there's cave paintings in Australia, man, and they have a ghost-like figure that even Patrick's talking about painted on walls there. So there's, even the Hopi Indians and stuff had paintings on their walls and stuff like that, where they had built into the sides of mountains and stuff, where they were the spirit people, just exactly like Patrick's saying right there. That is awesome stuff,
aliens,
Patrick.
So these aliens, they did tell me the person they look up to, it's just an orb, a magical orb. That's all it is. A big ball of energy light. That's all it is. It doesn't have a form like them.
Okay. Now, the times that you've encountered them, has it been the same type of aliens every time, or have you experienced different kinds, or?
So the first time that they visited me, like, not an abduction, but they actually came and visited me. The first two small visits, were the same ones. The third one, the third visit, were very angry, hostile, and very attackish.
Oh, yeah, that one. I don't know how I would have taken that. Well, I guess there ain't much you could do when they got you up there.
And I think the only reason why the red like angry ones didn't abduct me is because the other ones were saving me from them. And what actually and actually this is a so what makes me think that is because when I was I was on a move job and we were doing an office job and it was a hot day but not like really hot, and I was wearing shorts and everything because it was like hot, and like I went to go out and just next thing I know I just collapsed in this like the way my legs and arms shouldn't go. I went like that, and when like I was apparently like I was like that for a good hour, and like in that hour, like it felt like the red angry ones were trying to take me, and like I couldn't move. I couldn't say nothing or anything. And like then when I woke up and when I came to, I was in the hospital already. And I didn't know what happened or anything. All I remember is that big red body type figures. And then that's all I remember. No words said, no nothing. Just standing right there, and then it felt like an hour, but like I couldn't really tell you how long it was, but like when I came to, like all I remember was that those red silhouettes, like, and I mean red, angry red, like they were mad, like I did something, and like the only thing I could think of is maybe because I was associating with these other aliens, like I don't know, but like it was really weird.
It's really interesting. I've never heard of like a red one mentioned before or anything. Like I shit. Now I'm gonna start digging around, see what I can find, and man, that's wild, real wild.
That is.
So they didn't really have much of a message to you, or did they try to tell you to do something to better maybe your life, or maybe fix the situation there, or did they realize that you're basically a ant in the situation, like you can't control anything, or do they know that that's what you are? You're just like a.
I think they realized I was just an everyday guy that was just like a mover schlep that didn't really have any control over anything, and so that's why I think they didn't want to like. But no, the gray ones, like they were like, hey, let's have a conversation, let's chat.
They're more sociable. The grays were okay, so that makes sense. I mean, from what I've heard, like any of the grays per se, that's what they've been real kind and
Very much so. Very inquisitive. Wanting to know more about us. And then you got your reptilians and your mantids, which are really angry. Violent, actually.
I'm wondering if maybe that's something that he's talking about, like the red ones, or if it's got anything to do with with the mantis or whatever. I wonder if they're in correlation or if there's something like shit. I don't know, man.
And thank you for bringing that up, Duck. And so like, and that's the red ones you can make out a face, and it was like reptilian like.
Okay.
The red ones you could make out their face perfect like reptile. The grays not so like easily. But the red ones, you can make out like 100%. You could tell reptilian face.
Smoke could be that smoke generator could be like something to do with our atmospheric stuff too that he's talking about too. Kind of like a protective type suit.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of things that we're just starting to scratch the surface on with this stuff. And wow.
And some of the information they shared with me, like I remember like right now off the top of my head, the like out of the like 5 big things that I remember them saying, like there I remember like 4 of the 5 big things they told me when they abducted me back then. And out of the 5 things they told me, 2 of them have came true. One of them being Trump winning the presidency.
Okay.
And quote unquote what they said, he's going to kill America. This is their words, not mine. This is their words. And the second one being, in the year 2027, the world will find out that Canada has one of the biggest utonium mines in all of North America. And right now, and why I said 2027, because right now they just found a part of what they think could possibly be a big one right now. They still said they had another like 120 steady blocks of ground to cover to see how big this is.
Oh, now, did they ever explain like where they came from or where they are from? Are they from another dimension, a planet, or anything like? Did you ever catch that? That was another thing I've been trying to figure out. If they are from another planet
Quadrant.
or a dimension.
The northern quadrant, wherever that is, or whatever time that is, the northern quadrant.
Like flat Earth quadrant, like one of those, or
Plutonium is plutonium 239 and plutonium 238, kind of like a combination element. It's a highly radioactive element as well, is what Patrick's talking about, which is a weapons grade material, which makes sense when we talk about the zero energy that we talked about. So, Pat, you're hitting on shit that me and him that's sparking on conversations me and the Gorilla Roman have had on the podcast, brother. Really interesting stuff, bro. Okay. Sorry about that. Little elemental class of chemistry. Nerd. Sorry.
What about you, Kotsu? You had any experiences? Ghost or anything otherworldly? Or?
I've had two ghost experiences, I guess you want to call it, or spiritual experiences. They were when I was
That
younger.
Those are interesting, my brother.
I was gonna
The
say, I
first
wonder if there's some that tie in together there between that I think is like either alien or ghost wise. Like I think it could be correlating there. Like I don't know, I could be wrong, but
I don't know. The first
I
time it was just a voice, but it was the voice of a woman who died before I was born. I didn't know this woman's voice, not from Adam to Eve, but it saved my family and the whole trailer court from blowing up because it told me there was a gas leak. And then
So
second time was a facial expression in smoke with the same voice telling me to tell my mom to slow down or we're not going to make it home. And when I told my mom that, she slowed down just in time for a deer to collide and miss her face by like an inch. Yeah,
Wow.
that's the
wow.
experiences I've ever had. Not normal. Both very life-threatening death situations with stuff. But we came out unscathed on both ends. Like my mom, I got knocked to the other side of the car because I was on the driver's side. My mom got some scratches from the glass in her face. That was it. The deer missed her face by an inch. So
Yeah, I
yeah,
haven't had too many things myself. Just stuff that I couldn't explain, and
I
I
mean, there's
definitely
other
have had
happen.
a lot of moments that I've seen happen before it happens. If that
Yeah,
makes sense. Like I've had quite a bit of things, but yeah,
there's a
I
few
never
missions
felt
too.
good.
That,
What's that?
and here's the one thing too that I found really interesting. Like so, like literally, like I asked like, "What are we in?" And they just basically said we're in like a mobile cloud. I'm like, what? So like
That's
it was
weird.
it was mechanical, but like you look out and all you seen was just big, just like all cloud around you, like all cloud.
Ooh, that because I wonder if that's when like where they take people through during the abductions. They don't necessarily take them to outer space or anywhere like that. Maybe take them in because think about this. Think about all of the different
Right.
UFOs videos that show them. Where they're like just barely seen in all the cloud cover. Like it's like they're trying to stay encloaked in it. I mean, I wonder if that's when they're doing like the mass abductions and they're testing or checking. I don't know, man. That's wild. Now you mentioned the cloudiness and like the cloud, like being in the middle of a cloud or something. Just
It
wonder if
sounds
that's
like they like to stay low.
Yeah,
Here's what they like.
and this is the crazy. And this is the funniest thing too, because like as I wrote this down and like I've actually replied to like I had like it I can't I have it like kind of, but I had papers where had everything written down like of what happened and everything, and like I even like in these things I even was like the conversations I had I even put in like what the aliens were saying and everything, and like I and one of the things they said was like just like kind of like what you just said, and it just like kind of like that's why I stopped. It's like just something you just and it's something they said, and it just it's kind of crazy. It just sorry, it just kind of just caught me off guard there. Just kind of remember just that memory there for a second. But too, and another thing too, like uh when when they said about the utopium and stuff, and uh like and the way they talk, like they're very positive, nothing negative. Like they're very not negative. They're very positive, but like they just want to be accepted. They don't want to harm nobody. They just want to come down here and just be like peaceful with everybody.
So,
Shit,
how long ago was your first encounter?
don't bring down space weed.
What was that?
What did you say, Kotsu?
I was telling
Oh.
Pat next time if he does get to talk to him again, because it'd be kind of cool if he did. It sounds like
would
the
be.
gray are very interesting. Though. Not the red ones. We don't want the red ones. We want the gray ones. Those that motherfuckers down that space weed. We know they got better shit up in space than down here.
Yes. This is what my question is for them.
No way are
Why
we.
ain't we had you guys' weed yet? We can trade, and they're gonna look at us and tell us our shit's
Trade.
bunk.
We're the
No,
reason
what
that
they
growing-
fuck. I know
we're
you guys
growing.
seen fucking Cheech and Chong back in the day when the spaceships fucking beamed up the plants and everything. Fuck,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
what
Yeah.
they're doing. They're the ones raiding all these fucking
Harvesting.
grows, and they're taking everybody's good weed all over the.
Hey, that's it. That's what it is.
Well, see,
They're
another
taking
thing
everybody's
wrong
good
with
weed. I like that. Like the Cheech and Chong movie. Ah, that's funny shit.
And so
I got one for
and another thing too, opium. The aliens,
Yep.
they really like opium. They use that for gas for their spaceship. It's opium.
opium, nasty ass stuff.
Opium.
But no, here's one for you. You know why the FBI is raiding everybody? Aliens are fucking mind controlling them to do it, so they can harvest it. They don't have to do the dirty. They just gotta show up to a spot and load it in the spaceship. They are more black market than we.
And
Come on,
I just want to say,
shit down here. Let us come find me. I've never had an encounter. I will smoke with you.
like,
I will
thank you
come
for
up.
like actually me coming on here and talking about this, because like
Yeah,
this is like the first time in a long time I've actually been able to tell somebody, even though the first
No.
person I told really didn't believe me.
Yeah, I mean,
Thank
maybe
you, Pat. No judgment, brother. It's something that I've seen. It's something I believe in. Thank you for coming on and sharing your story with us, man. I appreciate that.
Like I
Sorry.
will get better pictures of the scar on my hand and on my knee so you guys can actually see.
That would be
me and me, and then like I'll put together like a post or something, and then I'll have it. I can reference when we're talking. Go back and forth, and I can pull it up on screen. So that'll work. Yeah, and you know what, man, this could be a good thing for you too. You're talking about it now, like it can jog your memory, and maybe they can use their like the fucking telepathic thing where they're still communicating with you. Maybe you're still on their frequency or their level. You know what I'm saying? Maybe they're still in touch with you and you don't know it. And now you're bringing this back up, dude. It may spark some new shit. I'm not saying you're going to get abducted again, but I mean maybe new memories will be jogged, and I'm more than welcome to come back on and share any more stuff you remember.
Oh no,
very true.
I like what you're saying. Like what you're saying. No, there's times where I'll be sitting here and I'll have music on low and I'll start talking, and my wife will look at me and say, "Who are you talking to?" I said, "Oh, was I talking out loud? Oh, sorry." And when I do that, I'm talking to them.
That's kind of what I was thinking.
That's what I was thinking. Yes. Yes.
Like,
Yeah.
telepathy and stuff. Like, and that's the thing too. Like, there's like a good like I'd say a handful of people in my family. Like, I could sit there and have a conversation with them, and we're not saying anything, but just doing it telepathically.
Yeah, you just tuned into their frequency, and you were able to be in touch with it, and I think that's what it is. I think it all has to do with certain frequencies and shit like that, man. Like because they can go in and out, and like it just makes sense. The zero energy and all that, man. It's all has something to do with.
It's all tied.
Yeah, sure is. And well, we're getting close to the end, guys, and I don't know if anybody's got anything they want to share, or like they got anything going on. Like, what about you two guys? Y'all got any codes you want to share, anything like that?
No, we haven't had no sponsor codes yet.
Yeah, we haven't got the. But tomorrow night we go and we're doing SmackDown, and then we're live again. We're going to be doing Forbidden Door on Sunday.
We're taking Saturday off. I'm taking Saturday off.
I'm taking Saturday off. I like that. You guys have been hitting it hard lately, like almost every night, huh?
Yeah. Well, that's normally what we do. That's normally our schedule. Like that's
tonight. That was all.
And the name of your show is, and where can we find it at, guys?
It's called Two Dudes with Excellent Attitudes, and for right at this moment, you can find it at twitch.tv/KOTSU420. And then when Pat gets done with the YouTube channel, that link will be dropped all the time in my tweets. So follow me on Twitter, 420. It's everywhere. YouTube, Kotsu, Kotsu 420 everywhere. And if somebody else says they're Kotsu 420, they're full of shit.
Well, how about you? You got a rant that you want to share with us before we take off? You got anything you want to rant about?
No, I just wanna touch on something, okay? And it's gonna sound. I'm really glad that Canada got to experience the FIFA World Cup, because like where I live, I'm like an hour away from Toronto, and that's where a lot of the Canada games are being played in other games. So I live an hour away from Toronto, and so like there's a lot of people that live here that go up there, and so like I've got to see a lot of different nationalities from different places, and like just hearing some of them and learning some of the stuff from their countries and stuff, and even on like the marijuana aspect too. It's like it's effing great. Like the one gentleman I was talking about, and like I felt so bad for this man. He sat there and told me he was from Ireland, and he said, if I was caught with this back in Ireland, I would be put in jail for life.
Yeah.
For one joint. For one joint. And then I ran into a bunch of Colombian from Colombia, and they're like, the first words out of the mouth, "Hey man, can you smoke? Can you guys smoke down the street and stuff?" Like I said, yeah. They're like, okay. So like, and they're like, I said like, they go in Colombia, you could walk down the street, like you could like sell marijuana, smoke it right there on the street on the go. Cops won't do a damn thing.
Yeah, that was fun down in Colombia.
Like
the places of life, especially if you go, don't do the tourist spot. Go to the Colombian spot. Don't be scared.
I wanted to. I had dreams of moving there and taking my whole growing operation there, and to be able to breed the cannabis freely, get into all the different markets and stuff, man.
Check it out. Panama, dude.
And it's
in Panama. It's
really glad to see, like a sport bring so many countries together in so many different places. And you know what the scariest part is? Not one violent thing has happened. Not one violent thing.
That's a good thing.
I news every morning, and so far the cheapest thing that's right down the road in Kansas City, where it's all being held, like the headquarters shit. Not a damn violent thing, not a damn violent protest, nothing. Everybody's down there having a blast in Kansas City. The teams are saying they feel safe in their hotel rooms. They're not staying in the super fancy ones, really. They even got some in the downtown old school ones. And they feel safe. So that's awesome in Kansas City's treatment. The same way Canada's treating people.
Well,
and
you guys believe in skinwalkers?
What's that?
You guys believe in skinwalkers?
Oh, well,
Yes,
you brought that up. Yeah, actually, if you want to.
that's a
Well,
badass topic.
If you guys would like to, if you guys would like to, if I'd like to come back, I actually had a skinwalker story too happen.
I would love to
Yeah.
hear this one.
Yeah, say either you want to come back or go. You could tell it now, or we could save it for next Thursday if you want to come back next
If
Thursday.
you guys are ending stream now, if this is your normal slot, I can wait for another time. No problem.
Yeah,
Slide
the
back in.
boys come on after this.
The
so,
boys are on, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
yeah.
I don't want to cut it into those guys. I want to be respectful, and because we share the same audience and stuff. So
Yeah.
But yeah, I appreciate you guys coming on. I just want to say thank you again. I still got
Thank you.
plenty of the silverback med packs for people. Y'all want to check those out. Working on a few new autoflower strains. And I just had a small drop of some Blackout Bobby and a few good ones. So if you guys need anything, hit me up. And anybody else
I'll tell you right now, Grilla Grow Man, anything I see of yours, anything, I always repost it. I always repost for you. So I just want to let you know.
And I blow up the gorilla's phone. What the fuck?
I'm out, guys.
I appreciate it, guys. It keeps me busy. See y'all. Y'all have a good one. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
See ya.
Yeah.
Right.